urgent care. That'll take way too long.
Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Makael. We are back with a new video. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I had a good weekend. I did have a little sad moment during the weekend, but we'll get to that later on in the show. I went out on Saturday night for the first time in a couple weeks. You ever been to Golf and Social?
No, but I've seen it. I've seen it, but I've heard of it too.
Yeah, one of your friend Bejan, he had this party.
There, yeah.
Yes, it was really, really nice. I mean, I had a great time. Now, normally I just stay in the neighborhood. I was like, you know what? Let's go somewhere different, because Eddie flaked on us, and Dennis said he was going to that party. So I was like, well, let's see what the fuss is about. I wasn't happy about paying $25, but I still had a good time, and then I ended up buying all of this stuff from 7-Eleven, like cookies and cakes and waters. I don't know why, but, you know, that was just my drunk side coming out. But it was just really good to get out the house. Yesterday, my mom turned 74. I want to say thank you to everyone who sent a birthday message or liked a picture. I haven't got a chance to show her yet, but, you know, she definitely is going to feel all the love, and she felt the love from her family. You know, people called. We had birthday cakes and ice cream and all of that stuff for her, and she still didn't want to go nowhere. She wanted to stay in her room all day.
Look at how good is it to have.
Yes, right. Next
She
year,
didn't at least come downstairs.
no, not one time yesterday.
Oh wow!
Not one
Can you imagine
time.
sitting in your room all day?
I can't. I just can't.
God.
But sometimes I do.
Well, yeah,
Because yesterday I cursed them out and I stayed in my room. They
Oh,
tried.
your mom's birthday, you cussed her out?
Yes, I was over. Cause
That's a new logo on
What?
the deer part.
oh, I didn't even notice.
Yeah, see how the words are, and then you see the deer.
Mm-hmm.
That's new. Oh wow.
Yeah, you know, Sundays in my house, I would say when you cook Sunday dinner is for everybody. You don't go cooking no personal meals on no Sunday.
Right.
So I got them together about that.
Right.
And they said what they said, and I said what I said. But you don't have no, you just don't do that. When have you ever in the history of Sundays, oh, this is just for me, I'm making this for me? What are you doing? All this damn food? I don't even want to talk about it, but you know.
I think I know.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yes.
I mean, hello.
Then somebody else had something to say. Well, you know what? I can cook on Sundays. None of y'all don't have to cook. I'll cook. It's just crazy.
And I can imagine probably going on and on with you about
Yeah.
it.
So I said, there's like, oh no, Kevin, I'm not messing with you. I made this other stuff. I was like, you know what? That's fine. I'm not going to eat. So I went to the store and I ordered me something to eat. And that was cool. You know, I was kind of tired because, first of all, you know, I had went out the night before. And then the time changed. It's already... That's when it sound like I gotta wait an extra hour for the Housewives. I fell asleep on that.
It seems later than what it is. And
Right.
It's not.
It's not. Like I just want them to figure out this daylight savings time thing. Like, cause it used to be like in April, then they pushed it to March, and it used to end in October, and now it ends in November, and then it's only for 4 months we get standard time. Can we just get one time and just leave it like that? Stop pushing time back and forward. I want them to stop that. It needs it just.
Well, if they did that, could you imagine what year it'd really be?
But
think about that?
It would be the same year. It's
No,
just it would just be the light will just different. Now if they want to keep it on daylight savings time,
it'll probably be back. It'll probably really be 1997. Because fucking time change.
it just gets on my nerve. We gotta keep adjusting to the time. I used to like it because I'd be like, yes, it's summertime, we get all this daylight. But what is the real purpose of it? Because I was looking for the purpose, and there's no real purpose for it. They said it don't have nothing to do with farmers. It's just having an extra light, you know? So there's really no purpose to keep changing time. Then I found out some states don't even, like Arizona,
they don't even acknowledge it.
No. So we need to do the same thing.
So what time? Well, I guess
It's regular standard time now over there. So yeah, that was my my little crazy weekend and stuff. So we did find out this weekend on the passing of Ty Couture, who was doing he would do YouTube reviews, and he would talk about his personal life and things like that. Now I really didn't watch the videos or like that, so I didn't even know that he opened up about his depression and stuff like that. I just thought he would just do like the, you know, the reviews on the Housewives and other shows like that. As I was telling y'all on Saturday, that I've known him since I was a teenager. So like his death is the first death like of someone I really knew like around my age. So you know, it was crazy at first, and I just kept thinking about all of those times, and I just was thinking like I never knew he had, you know, this stuff going on. And it hit me yesterday when I was just talking to my mom, you know, talking about me going out and stuff, and then I cried to her about it. Then I was in the store and I broke down crying in the store. It was just crazy yesterday that I was like, I finally was letting the emotions out. You know, I just couldn't believe it.
Remember, he was in a car accident maybe about 2-3 years ago. He was in a real bad car accident.
Yeah, he posted about that.
Yeah. I remember he had disappeared off of social media because we followed each other. We knew each other too very well. And I remember he had disappeared, and I was like, what happened? And then when he came back and talking about the accident, actually we used to text a lot too. It's so sad. The reason why I didn't post him was because when I was on Facebook, they had posted. I'd seen somebody post. That's when I first saw it on Facebook. And I saw one of his family members leave a comment and said, "I'd appreciate you not posting my loved one." You know, So I said, "Well, I don't want to be involved in, you know." So I just didn't post him at all yesterday, because I felt like you know, if a family member asks you, don't do that, you know, because they left this long paragraph like, we don't want anybody posting our loved one, you know, this, that, and the third. Let us grieve. We don't want to get on social media and just keep seeing. But you know, that doesn't resonate to all social media platforms. You know what I mean? So when I read that, I was just like, well, because I had a nice picture I was going to post, but I said, well, I ain't going to do that because I don't want to make nobody upset, you know. But it's so unfortunate because it's like, I never in a million years would have saw that from him. Depression, you know what I mean? He just always because first of all, he was very successful where he did.
Yes.
He had his own hair salon, very successful hair salon. His you know, his YouTube, then he had his little underwear line that he had came out with.
Who was it? Was it Pittsburgh?
No.
Okay.
You'd be shocked too if I told you. Because you know the person.
Don't even tell me that. Yeah.
Trust me, it wasn't none of your friends, okay?
Yeah.
But yeah. But, you know, he just always, you know, and I'll never forget that time.
Oh my God. We done said something. There was this time we was trying to talk about him on the low.
And we never said his name.
Right.
We never said nothing. We said what Kevin was talking about, but we never said no names, no nothing. Don't you know, as soon as that video uploaded and he saw it, he immediately hit both of us, right?
Yes, he did.
And said he knew he was talking about, we were talking about him. And I was like, oh, wow. You're good, because we didn't say nobody. Yeah, we didn't say no names, but he knew we were talking about him. And he hit us right up and told us that he knew we were talking about him. I said, okay.
Yeah. So, you know, I just hope that you guys who goes back and watch his videos, you know, that you get comfort watching them, and you know, you feel his love through the video, because he definitely was a beautiful person, a beautiful soul. I'm just sad on his passing. I haven't heard any other information, but I hope we hear something soon. But yeah, for those who may be suffering and you don't know what to do, please please talk to somebody, or talk to your doctor, or talk to a therapist. Get help. You don't have to suffer in silence. You don't have to be alone. Just talk to someone. And I really hope that you guys do. Because for me, like I was telling you guys, it's harder to hold all of that in. But then when you just start talking and you start releasing, it takes a lot of weight off to just start talking and just like, this is what's going on here and this is what's going on here. Even though I still hold back on a lot, it still is relief to get some of the pressure off. So please find someone to talk to if you're dealing with, you know, if you're having difficult times. You don't have to do it by yourself. So this weekend, Power had their mid-season finale. And, you know, it was an hour and a half. And I liked last week's episode of Power much better than this week's episode. And last week could have been the mid-season finale. I would have been okay with that. I really would have been okay. With this one, it was... I don't want to say it was bad, but I think I could have skipped this episode.
I didn't like... What I didn't like was how arrogant Ghost was this episode. He just was like, "Oh, I'm unstoppable. Yeah, I'm gonna stop." Like I couldn't believe it. Now it's starting to make me think, was it a dream?
This whole thing?
Because I didn't get the whole shooting thing. Like I didn't even understand. I didn't get that.
No, it's really people out to get him. That sex.
Because this is not.
Let me post this.
Hello.
So sex really got it out for Ghost, and his son definitely got it out for him, but I don't think his son would shoot him. Tasha, I don't know. I don't think she was. Yeah.
In the scene with
They show her walk. Yeah, they show her walking. They show Tommy walking, but it could also be. Remember, Tasha got that little secret boyfriend that be at the daycare. Mm-hmm. It could have been him.
It could have been.
Yeah, I don't think it's any of those people that they try to make it seem like it is. And then Omari tried to write on Instagram that like his character is done and all. Ghost is not dead. No. Not at all. I just think it's somebody who we probably wouldn't expect, but these are the people who they want us to think has something to do with it. Angela's sister, she just gets on my nerve, and you know what? Every time I see her in something, she's always this angry person, and I don't want to be typecast in those type of roles. Because she was angry in Orange is the New Black, she's angry on Power. Like, come on, we're gonna have to get her out that role because she's a character. I'm really not liking her.
She was angry on 12 Years a Slave too.
Was she? She was in 12 Years a Slave? Mm-hmm. I didn't even remember seeing her in that.
Because she wasn't in it.
Oh, but you trying it. But there was a lot of stuff to be angry at in that movie. That movie I only saw one time, and that's what I never had to watch it again
because I was angry, especially when they whipped Lupita.
Yes, yeah. And remember they was dancing and she threw that glass in her face.
Yes,
baby, that was enough for me. I didn't go see Harriet, no. But those who went to go see, I hope you guys enjoyed it. But I'll probably see it at another time. But back to Power. You know what was irritating me? Ghost trying to get his son to turn himself in. Yeah. I thought this was something that we was over a long time ago. Now you're trying to get him to turn himself in, and just so you can have this political career, and then you can work with your son. But your son wants to be a drug dealer. He wants to live that life,
right?
And he wants to be about it. Yeah, and he's not.
And you know what's so funny? For the longest time, I thought that he was an adult playing a teenager. He's actually a teenager.
Really?
Yeah, I thought he was like an adult. Like I thought he was like in his early 20s, but he's actually like 17, 18, or 19. Like he's
I never knew that.
Yeah, because you know they had some adults playing, and I thought that's what he was, but he's actually young, so he's actually playing the role.
Yeah. Sometimes I can't stand this character too.
I follow his son on Instagram, and he's totally opposite from.
Yeah, I know he hate when people tweet him about his character and stuff like that. But I was just
because people really hate his character.
Yeah, and he just needs a whooping. Like you would think that he would get a whooping now, or Ghost would try to fight him and
would smack him or something.
Yeah, like you grip Tasha up faster than you ever gripped up your son.
Don't count.
Right, like even Tommy had to teach him a couple of lessons over Ghost. Like, come on. The scene with Ghost and Tommy at the warehouse, and then the shootout happened, and Tommy just disappeared. What was that?
You know what I didn't like? I didn't like, because I feel like Tommy, when did you find out, or when did you realize that Ghost didn't kill Lakeisha? Because remember when he was like, oh, I know you didn't kill her. But my thing is, when did you have that epiphany that he didn't kill her? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because you let us know everything else. So how do you now know that Ghost didn't kill Lakeisha? Or were you just saying that to throw us off?
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Probably because I already knew he didn't. But Ghost...
Yeah, but in your mind, you think that he did kill your girlfriend. Mm-hmm. So now all of a sudden you telling Ghost, oh yeah, I know you didn't kill her. Well, how did you find that out? How did you know he didn't kill her? And who killed her? Since you know so much. Even though we know who killed her, but...
Yeah. But Ghost knew that Tasha killed Lakeisha because he told her.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how he knew.
Yeah.
But he probably just knew. Yeah. I don't know. It's just a lot of things that...
Somebody close to Lakeisha killed her.
Yeah.
someone that was able to get close enough to her to kill her.
But what's going to be the result of that? Like I don't know.
It's too much killing.
It's a lot of all these characters, and you know, and I can't. And Rotimi's character, what's his name?
Dre. He's still walking around, and he's such a. He plays his role good.
Yeah, I don't like him.
He plays his role good.
Like it's just like now he's in jail, he's out of jail, now he done lied.
He's telling this person he's done that. It's like, oh my god. But he reminds me of a nigga out on the street.
Yeah, but he's like a bitch. Like he a bitch when he in custody, and then he tough with everybody. Right. You ain't that tough.
Like a lot of these niggas on the street.
Yeah, you start crying about your daughter and all that.
Right. And you want to be in your daughter's life. But you know what I do like about this episode? And I told my coworker this last night. I like the scene where Ghost was in his apartment and then Angela came to him. Because it was like almost as if it was like she was giving him that it's okay to go. And it was like a peaceful thing. Like I kind of felt like she was letting him know I'm at peace now. Because I feel like every time she appeared to him since she's died, it's always been like she's trying to stop him, like, or trying to get him to do. But now I feel like it was just like, well, you know, I'm happy now, but it was just like, wow.
Yeah, he was talking to Ghost this whole damn show.
Who?
Ghost. He talked to Angela,
and he
his
talked to
daughter.
his daughter. You know, both of those made me cry.
Really?
When he talked to Angela and his daughter, it made me tear up. Because that was the first time we seen him talk to his daughter. At least I think so. Mm-hmm. But then I liked how his daughter told him, like, you and mom taught us how to lie. Y'all taught us this. So this is why I'm in the situation that this is why I think she said that to him too. Like, this is why I'm dead. Mm-hmm. Because of y'all. Not because of Tyreek, but because of y'all.
It was just crazy.
It was sad.
I think he talked to 4 ghosts. I don't think it was just 3. I think it was 4, but it was enough for me.
No, he talked to the 3 of them because there wasn't nobody else he would talk to.
There's a lot going on.
When he talked to, what made me get emotional when he talked to Angela, in this episode, what made me get emotional was because I thought about my grandma. Mm-hmm. And when every so often she'll come to me, and she hasn't come to me in like maybe like a year or two, but when she does come or did come, it was so real.
It always feels
it's just so real. Even though for me sometimes it got to the point that I know this is a dream, but it's so real. Like I don't want to wake up because these conversations are so good. It's like, wow. So when I saw that, I said it just took me back to my grandma. And then when he's talked to his daughter, I was like, oh yeah, I lost it now, because it's like, you know, you don't. And then when he went to go. When he was talking to Raina and he went to go answer his phone and then he turned around and his daughter was gone, it's kind of like that how it be for my grandma, because it's like you don't want, it's like the minute something catches your attention, you turn back and then they
right.
go.
Like, that's exactly what be happening in dreams. Yep.
You're like, oh fuck, like how did that buy?
I just hate like when I be having a real good dream and I be into the dream, and then sometimes I might forget who I saw and stuff like that. But I don't know the last time I seen somebody I knew that was passed, but I do get them a lot.
Yeah. But
it just be, or sometimes I see them and then I don't remember till hours later after the dream, like, oh my God, this person was in the dream. Right. Like it'd be crazy. But yeah, this episode of Power, they could have kept this episode. Not kept it, but
it just I know what you mean.
Yeah, it just wasn't mid-season finale. Like, so what? Ghost got shot. So what?
They wanted to leave it off on like how they did on what's that? Who Shot JR?
Yeah. And it didn't work. I was more intrigued with who shot Homer Simpson. No, Mr. Burns than who shot Ghost. And it was so like everybody walking in black and everybody walking to truth, and he's walking in different rooms, looking around and turning the light off. It was just like, like what are y'all? Y'all could have wrote a better ending to that.
Right.
Or we could have seen a shadow or something shoot Ghost.
Right.
Like then he falling and it's so dramatic. I'm like. It's too. I'm too tired for this. I'm just really too tired. So, yeah, I just wish it had a better mid-season finale feel. I feel like last week's episode, it was enough going on to where they could have just left it off like there, and then bring us back into 2020.
But how many episodes in 2020 are left?
I think 6. And that started at the beginning of January 5th, whatever the first Sunday is. That's when they start back up. But everybody got their little skeletons.
I hate when shows do these mid-season stuff because I ain't never known Power to do this.
No, probably because they got so many episodes they needed to break it up, and then Thanksgiving, and Christmas, and all of that coming up. Yeah.
And everybody gonna be away for the
Right.
holidays.
But I'm definitely gonna be watching. The Housewives. The Housewives returned last night.
They already started shit.
Right. The stuff is starting already. Now, this wasn't the best opener.
No, it wasn't.
But it was enough.
You know what I didn't see?
What?
I lied. I saw it, but I didn't see like the last 5 minutes.
The last 5 minutes, you ain't
When
missed nothing.
Yeah. All I saw was when Kenya told Portia about the girl, but then I didn't see when she called them all in the room. I didn't see that.
Yeah,
part.
they called them all in the room, and they all just started talking about it. And then they went to, coming up on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like, you ain't missed nothing. Everybody's just, Kenya and Portia, they really, are becoming friends. And they, I'm sorry, I can't change the past, but we can move forward.
I didn't like that what Eva said about the party. I didn't like that because I'm thinking, a party like this, why didn't you bring your kids?
Yeah, she should have.
Yeah, she should have, or you shouldn't have came.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
She should have brought her kids.
And then she said that out loud, like, well, I don't know her, so I don't know what the energy would have been like. Well, then why did you come?
Yeah, you and your husband could have came, and you could have brought your kids.
No, because my husband would have came in a suit.
Yeah, well, he's a working man. He looks nice in a suit.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
So, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, it starts out with Kenya and her new baby. And her new baby is so gorgeous. I can't remember her
They
baby
both
name.
got pretty babies.
Yes.
That's her baby.
Yeah, Brooklyn. Like, I was just... when she says that her daughter looks like a doll, she looks like a doll. Like, I'm like, oh my God, Kenya, you made that. Like, her and her husband...
Well, she's not an ugly woman.
No, she's not. They made a beautiful baby. Like, you don't really see babies look like that.
Right.
Let's just be... You don't really see babies look like that. So, she got the baby and everything. She complaining about, Mark does this in New York and all this and that. But she's just in love with having a baby. You see Cynthia and her boyfriend at the time, Mike Hill. They chilling together. They making drinks and all of that stuff. But it's like, Cynthia, you're doing too much.
Right.
You're trying to rush into this marriage thing. Like let him do this when he's ready to propose to you. And he's like, I want you to be surprised.
Right.
You talking about the type of ring you want. You talking about what kind of dress you want to wear. And I think it's pretty premature to do. Because what if he decides, well, you know what, I don't even want to marry her.
Kenya told her the same thing.
Yeah. And she got mad at Kenya.
Right.
Because Kenya was calling her thirsty. You are a thirsty bride. And you got it, you just...
Well, Kenya's wants to talk, but still.
Yeah. You just... but Kenya, she's been around the block a couple of times.
But she's wants to talk to everybody thirsty.
Right. Because she wanted Walter.
Because she had, okay?
She wanted
all these men, and half of them was gay. I don't know about that. You don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, okay.
Walter definitely don't think he was gay. Matt probably dealing with a lot of issues. And then probably, and one of them could be one of the reason why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think her husband might be gay, but
I didn't say her husband.
I know, but a lot of people think that he.
No.
He's a
very nice looking guy.
Yeah,
he looks like this guy that
people
I know
just
here in
want
Philly,
him.
and I can't find his page to show you because he looks just like him.
Yeah, people just want him. That's all. And so they say, oh, he got to be this. Like, come on. So we see Portia and her mom. I like her mom. Her mom, I think. No, I'm gonna say that about her mom. But her mom looks. She looks.
Say it about here, so I can laugh.
Do you think so?
I don't know. No, well, I can't tell because of what she has on. You see, because she always wears dark clothes,
Right.
So you can't really tell. I see what you're saying because I feel like at one point.
Because her mom had a fuller face and all.
But she doesn't look bad.
No,
she doesn't look bad. And at first the wigs was kind of throwing me off, but I think it's her, so it's cute for her.
Yeah,
because that's her mom.
Yeah, Miss Diane, she's been pretty much taking care of Portia.
Right.
We all found out that Dennis was cheating, and they showed the clip with Unwind with Tasha K.
That kind of got me when they started saying bestiality. I'm like, wait.
Yeah, now come on, like.
Now. But then when they showed that clip, she said,
that was so.
Look at us. Oh my God.
Well, that is so shady. That was so shady from the Bravo producers. to do that.
I said, well, wait, is he in the animals? Cause I was like, and then she all laughed like, why you always want to see the tail? I'm like, wait, what kind of shit is this?
So Portia is upset. Her and her boyfriend he done moved out. Fiance, he done moved out. And all this time, I'm just thinking like, I don't even feel bad for you.
No.
Because we all saw this coming last year. He was buying you all of these gifts, buying clothes and food and taking you here, flying you there, doing all of that. So this shit gonna blow up in Kenya's face.
Now,
Portia's face.
this woman that came to the restaurant, she may not be the woman that he's cheating with, but he is cheating on her. Because Portia said that she saw the messages.
But you know what though? The crazy thing is, I think they made that whole scene up for Old Lady Gang. Basically, that was a commercial to get you to come.
Right.
And they was ordering the food, and I said, damn it, the next time I go to Atlanta, I'm going to go to Old Lady Gang because I haven't been yet. But, and then the girl just, you just happened to be there when Candy and them was there, and they're shooting like, come on.
Right. Yeah.
And you mic'd up, like, come on.
Right.
So.
And you sending over drinks. Come on. I'm not sending over drinks. You can't say, I don't even drink.
Yeah. So she's like, I don't even want my name out there like that. Well, if your name is out there, I think you should have reached out to Portia, or at least tried to. But I guess we need some good drama for this season, and y'all giving it to us a little bit, So she sat there and she talked with them. Candy like, I know her from somewhere, but I really don't know her. Blah blah blah. What's going on with Eva besides her being pregnant? She ain't had no.
No, she
ain't really had nothing big. I'm trying to think.
Wait.
I feel like he's missing something.
Nene is not coming back until when?
She probably won't be on for a couple because she got suspended.
Yeah, I
and
know
something
that.
happened.
Right, with the closet situation.
Yeah. So we won't see Nene. But you know what though? I'm okay with not seeing Nene for a while.
Not me.
I'm okay because when she comes back, I know it's going to be Nene versus Kenya, and it's going to give me my
versus
life.
Cynthia too.
Yes. And then there's this storyline going on that the ladies, somebody recorded Portia and sent the video to Nene, and they have a big falling out about it. And
recorded Portia doing what?
Not Portia, Cynthia talking about Nene. And they said it's one of the girls in the group that was recording and gave it to Nene, but they're going to try to find out who did it. So we're going to have a who did it. And then
Portia, right?
Eva said that there's a new girl that's coming, and she's a shit starter, and she is going to definitely affect relationships.
Because they don't talk to her, Nene. Because remember she got into it with Eva.
Yeah.
I hope Yvonne don't come. Not Yvonne, Tanya. I hope she don't.
Tanya's gonna be back because I see her in the preview. I like her a little bit. She's not that bad.
Yes, she is. She's goofy and she's go sit down.
But see, I ain't like how Nene was treating her last year.
Because you were the one who brought her on.
Yeah.
And then you gonna start treating her.
And you mad because she said something about your store. If you don't sell high end, you don't sell high end.
I mean, because nobody's going to. What's the name of her store?
What?
Nene's store. What's the name of her store?
I forgot.
Nobody's going Tags, whatever it's called. Nobody's going there to find high end.
Tags Boutique, right?
Nobody.
But it's cute that you got your your businesses and stuff like that. And she wasn't even trying to be mean, and she got she was just real evil about it. But this stuff with Nene, Cynthia, not Cynthia, so many people, Kenya and her husband, right? So they're separated, but no one has filed for divorce. So she's saying that there's hope that they can come back together. But do she really want to come back together with him? I really feel that Kenya got what she really wanted, and that was a baby. I don't think that marriage is something that she really, really, really wanted. I think it was a baby. And I'm trying to figure out how to feel.
They were a beautiful couple.
Yes, they are. But beautiful. It's like, he got these businesses. He's not going to be home like that. You're returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, so you have to be in Atlanta. His main businesses are in New York.
And he's not a fan of being on the show.
And, I'm starting to be concerned also for Cynthia and Mike. Because Mike does his show in L.A.
Right.
And y'all are in Atlanta. And it's going to be a point where you're going to get tired of flying back and forth. And you're just going to be settled. So, if y'all really are in love, you might have to say goodbye to these reality shows. And plus, Cynthia, we've seen you for 10 years, damn near. and you got all these different businesses. I think that you will be okay if you leave the show. Because I feel like Cynthia's not really needed yet. Like, she don't really need to be on this show no more. I don't get excited when I see Cynthia.
No, neither do I.
I don't get excited. And I hate that I'm talking like this, but I gotta be honest and I just gotta be open about it. Like I'm on Married to Medicine with their open and honest thing. But I just need them, like they gotta make some decisions. Mike can't do TV in Atlanta. He has to either be in New York or LA. So you're saying that y'all need to be under one roof. Are you gonna move to LA? 80% of the time. I paid attention to what she was saying. And I was thinking, how are they gonna make this work? Mm-hmm. Now y'all engaged because we all seen the stuff. What's going to happen? And then your daughter, you do have a daughter, Cynthia. Does she still go to school in D.C.? I don't know.
Right.
It's a lot of real personal stuff. And with Candy, I think Candy's dog is going to be all right. She got these businesses, and her storyline right now is the surrogacy thing. And I'm happy that we see Aces talking. We going to see Candy get her husband together about the business.
It's crazy because I feel like I've seen Ace talk forever because I follow Todd on.
Oh, see,
I follow him on Instagram, and I feel like following Todd on Instagram is like following a single dad.
Oh wow!
Because all you see is him and Ace. That's all you see is him and Ace. So it's like, wow. Is he a single dad? Or do you remember? Oh wait, Candy's in the
Yeah, and I'm really happy for Candy that they're having this baby and not letting Riley tell her what to do. Like, these my eggs. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. The sad part is they was twins, but she lost one of them. But it's still, you still have a baby that's coming, and I know that gotta be weird for someone else to be carrying your baby. Like I don't know.
My coworker and I were talking about childbirth last night. We were talking about it. She was saying like she doesn't know if she would want to do it again, and she was just like,
have another baby.
Yeah, because of the labor part. She said she was in labor for about 23 hours, and she said it's just trying to get the baby to get down there so then you can just start to push. And she was like, it's just horrible. But I was just like, wow.
Yeah, I don't ever want to know that pain. Yeah, it's elastic. It'll stretch back. I mean, it'll bounce back.
You got some females who are just like, they don't, and then you got some females who are like, listen, I ain't having no more kids. That was the but you got some females who are like, listen, it is what it is, but that's what we go through.
Back in the day, you could have all of those kids and stuff like that.
But back in the day, they ain't have all these epidurals and shit like they got today.
No, but they was pushing them out.
Yeah, they were, which is crazy how, like I was telling her that my cousin who goes to church with me, his mother, which is my grandmother's sister, she delivered him in the bathtub, and my great grandmother helped her, deliver him in the bathtub. It was like, it's crazy how back in the day, and to think, and what my coworker she said it's crazy too that a lot of these women nowadays don't even know how to help deliver babies, but back then all the older women knew how to help.
They were midwives,
and then even some of them who worked. Because my great grandmother, she wasn't a midwife. Her daughter was just having a baby, so she got down there and just told her push, like, get the baby out, you push. But it's like these new age moms today, they wouldn't know two shits about helping somebody deliver a baby.
I can't even think about it. Because I was like, you better go to the hospital. Yeah. I remember when Amber was in labor with Tibby. She was just screaming and crying. I thought, well, you better go to the hospital. And she had it later that night. Tibby was born on a Friday, and Madison was born on a Friday. But Madison, my sister already had the C-section already scheduled for her. But Amber pushed Tibby out and broke out crying, my mom said, because my mom was there when she had Tibby. But yeah, I don't think Amber's ever going to have another baby. Nina bet not ever have another baby.
Nina's not having another baby.
Nothing else. She had 6 children.
Amber is a one-mother child. She is. Like, Charlie, I can't see Amber. Yeah, I can't. Well, about Amber.
No, Charlie said he's not having another baby. He said that's one and done.
And if she don't like it, get the fuck out of here, okay? Because I'll help her pack this shit up. Get the fuck out.
Oh, my God.
Baby for you. Get out. Because I don't like right here. I told her the time, I said, we don't tolerate you because of Charles. So.
That's a mess.
So you think we have another baby?
Yeah, I remember that. Oh, I'm talking too much, but remember she used to always say, I had this baby, I'm like, no, you're not.
Yeah, and we all used to say that, even me. And I ain't even related to you. I said, he is not have the baby.
I'm like, Charles, you don't see what's going on.
Okay. Like a fucking mouse on a sticky track.
Woo! Banana Chase here, I can't even imagine how it would be without him.
That's the thing. Chase is ours.
Yeah.
You can go. Go back to 26th Street.
A mess.
Bye bye.
A whole mess.
Yeah, because my grandma, go back home. We'll need you in here. And the baby stays with us.
Stop. A whole mess. So yeah, the housewives. I can't wait to see what Portia does with this information, or if Portia going to seek the girl out. I don't know, but I'm going to need some more. I think I'm going to need more stuff to be invested in Portia and Dennis thing, because I don't really care, because I've seen this happening. Candy told you so many times,
and you didn't want to listen.
Nope. Oh, Candy just need to mind her business. She trying to break up my relationship. I'm happy. Like, girl, you don't even see what's going on. You let this troll come up in your life because he got a couple dollars. He's just a better looking version of Jermaine Dupri to me.
Yeah, that's all he is. A better looking version of Jermaine Dupri. That's all.
And he got you, because now you got what you wanted, and you really is another one.
And you can tell he think he all that, but he think he all that because he got money, because he's not a looker.
No, I wouldn't know it.
Yeah.
But if I knew he had a couple dollars, big.
That's only if I knew he had a couple dollars. Oh, you got a couple dollars? Oh, okay. Well, I might go on a date. You know, but I'm not even going to think twice when I see him walking down the street.
Money will do that.
Yes, it will.
To you. It'll add a attraction.
And Portia, she was going head over heels for him last season, and I just kept saying, Portia, girl, quit it, okay? You doing that for that money, because he's not a looker. Like you said, he's a better looking version of Jermaine Dupri. That's it.
And she up there crying, her mom crying,
Lauren crying, and everybody the fuck crying. Baby, me and the baby, the only two sleep. Because I don't give a fuck. Candy told you. You told Candy you didn't want to hear it, told her to mind her business.
Right.
So it's like, well, you get what's coming to you.
She tried to tell you.
And you didn't want to listen.
Yeah, and you know, Candy is she's first of all, Candy don't drink. So Candy probably see a whole lot of stuff and keep it to herself. Everybody in Atlanta knows Candy. So I would listen to Candy if Candy knew some stuff about somebody.
And trust me, if it involves Portia or any of them girls, it's coming past Candy's desk. Especially if it involves Portia.
Yeah. And then what's it? Don Wine. He knows stuff. What's the other girl, Carmen? She knows stuff. They be sitting up in that thing, in that little place you got, talking about all of y'all.
No. That's where they go to media to talk about it. And Candy sit behind the desk and just listen.
Yes, and she makes her money off those tours. Go ahead, Candy Burrs. Because I didn't even know this dungeon tour was still on. It's still on,
and it's very popular.
Yes,
somebody that I know. He went and had a good time, and they all dressed up and went. And I saw the pictures on what's the name. I said, I know that's the fuck right. He won a prize too. What I do? What?
Did you dress up and go?
No, I didn't dress up on the way, but I didn't go dress up. You kidding me? No. I'd probably go, but I wouldn't dress up and go.
Yeah, it seems like I ain't hear not one bad thing about the dungeon tour. So listen, y'all. Tomorrow is election day. If you're watching this on November 5th. Please go out and vote. And I want y'all to do me a favor. I want y'all to tag me on Instagram with your little sticker and stuff so I can put you in the opening of our new video this week. Y'all know it's very important for you to vote. If you don't vote, you cannot complain about what's going on and living in the woods. So don't think that your vote does not count. Right. And you got 13 hours to vote. Most places open at 7 and it's over at 8 p.m. Check your you can always go online to make sure, if you move, to make sure you're registered in that area and we're voting booth to go to. There should be no excuses on why you don't vote. And in Pennsylvania, I think there's going to be some important stuff besides the mayoral election. I keep seeing this Kelsey Grammer commercial come up about something about a law about for somebody who was murdered or and you know when the person is coming out because they wasn't telling the people. I've seen that commercial like 100 times. So that's something that's going to be on the ballot, and people should be informed when they coming out.
Right.
You know, so yeah, it's different stuff like that, and they be having little questions about what you think where money should go in the city. So please make sure y'all go to the polls tomorrow and vote. I already know our mayor's going to get reelected, but I ain't voting for him. I put Makael's name down. So somebody voted for you for mayor of Philadelphia, and you like Melinda Brown Duncan.
Dave and the governor. Oh, okay. Because all of their bodies up in the house.
If that was their family member,
yeah,
they would do
be here in a quick, fast hurry. We have a Melinda Brown, or whatever her name is, in every city.
Right. And if I see, but you know what? Now I don't see Diggy's candidate commercial.
I've been seeing him all on
but
Facebook.
I've been seeing Kendra Brooks her commercials come on CNN all day.
Wow, but you know what? I've been seeing him all on Facebook, his ads and stuff. I'm like, damn.
So they got some money behind them, and they really want. They like, I want to kick the Republicans out. I'm like, okay, we'll see what happens. We'll see.
Okay.
But you know, I'm excited. I'm excited for tomorrow in the election, and hopefully maybe this Dickey candidate does win.
Yeah, and then he'll be a campaign manager for a winning candidate.
Yeah, I think I'm about to take my hat into this campaign stuff
and do
see who's going to get some money and talk about these candidates.
Right.
And Ernest, shout out to Ernest because he had an op-ed in the New York Times rebutting President Obama's response to cancel culture, and I mean they got a lot of people talking. So make sure y'all look for that article. Yeah, so we're gonna go. If you have not listened to our podcast from this past weekend, it gets a little bit sad because I was really like, you know, talking about my mom and stuff. But I want y'all to check it out and listen to it. We're gonna have a new podcast up later this week. See, if you haven't listened to it, you got like 10 or 11 episodes on the podcast you can listen to. So we're gonna go, and we will see you guys later this week.
Take some medicine.
Peace.